Welcome to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. I'm Patrick Cotner.
I am Patrick Cotner.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, I was reading your lines in our opening.
We have them all scripted.
Yes,
This is a tightly scripted show.
Brian Lynch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Brian, what is this show?
Are you going to make me read this one?
Yes, sir.
It's a podcast wherein we watch TV shows and movies with people that worked on it that haven't had a chance to talk about it, and then we watch it with them, and they talk about it, and you could play it back as a commentary over what we're talking about.
Brian, what's your favorite series finale of a TV show?
I love Angel.
Uh-huh.
The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
6 Feet Under.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
The Simpsons.
Mm.
I've seen it. They let me have an
Oh, that's
advanced
nice,
look
an
at
early
it. Yeah. Late Night with David Letterman was really weird and fun. What's yours?
I asked this and then I didn't think of anything.
Oh my God, Lost. Just say Lost. Move on.
I like the Lost
you
finale.
love Lost.
I like the
Lost,
Lost
so
finale. That's
good.
not what I was going to say, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sopranos finale is very good, but I like the episode before the finale even better.
I do, but I love the episode.
Yeah.
The
West
final.
Wing finale is good.
Never saw it.
Frasier.
Oh, Cheers is great.
Cheers.
Family Ties is great.
Yeah.
The Cosby Show is great.
I don't remember.
I'm doing a binge of Cosby Show right now. It's so funny.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Heathcliff Huxtable?
Yeah.
He's delivering babies probably.
Still?
Yeah, I guess so.
You think he still is?
No, he's retired.
He's got to be retired.
By the way, I'm not doing a binge of Cosby Show. Let's make that clear. Although, very good show at the time.
Yeah. Brian, today we're watching a series finale.
We are? Yeah. What one?
Season 8, episode 24 of Full House, Michelle Rides Again, Part 2.
Oh my God, Full House.
Full House. This is aired May 23rd, 1995, Brian.
Wow, what were you doing May? I know what I was doing then. What were you doing?
My sister was 2 months old,
Oh,
so we were probably dealing with that.
yeah. Okay. I was about to make 1995, you said, right?
Yeah.
My friend Vincent Pereira was making A Better Place. We were in pre-production.
Sure.
That was fun.
Currently available on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I have a commentary on that, but it's over 20 years old, so if you'd like to do a new one, that'd
Sure.
be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Wow, yeah, that's it. Full House has been off for that long.
Yeah.
The writer's amazing.
Yes.
She was great.
Carolyn Omine came on. She wrote for the last couple seasons of Full House. She's been at The Simpsons for
Yes.
literally
But
decades. At this
Fascinating
point.
stories about Full House.
Yeah,
it was
really
so
cool.
fun.
A
Yeah.
story that I had never heard. We'll talk about it at the end.
There's a
story
lot.
that I had never heard that I cannot find anyone else talking about. So I sort of think it might
great.
be exclusive.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I am not a huge fan of Full House.
Sure.
Yet have seen a ton of episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know how that is.
Well, they aired on TV so much.
Yeah, and there's not much on at that time, so you just watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Family Matters.
Uh-huh.
I love, non-ironically, I love Perfect Strangers.
Oh, interesting.
And they were, I think, on around the
I
same
don't think I've seen an episode of either of those shows.
Well, Perfect Strangers is great.
Yeah.
It's Family Matters is a spinoff of
Yeah,
Perfect
yeah,
Strangers.
yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. But she's so good on Perfect Strangers, you get it. Like, she's so funny. But Perfect Strangers is so good.
Yeah.
If I can recommend one, watch the one where Larry and cousin Balky go to a workout place and they impress women by working out more than they should. So they make a date with them that night, but then their body gets so stiff from the workout they can't move. It's so
fun.
good.
Did
They're
you-
amazing, those two.
Did you watch The Leftovers?
No.
Perfect Strangers weirdly becomes a big part of The Leftovers.
Oh, that's
not
awesome.
a big part, but like a pretty big part.
I did an interview for the Hollywood Reporter when Pets 2 came out, and they asked me what my favorite things are, and I said Perfect
Wow.
Strangers is one of my favorite
Yeah.
things, and the interviewer laughed, and I'm like, I'm not, and it made it in. Like
Wow.
like I talk about Mark Lynn Baker.
Yeah.
They are so funny.
Wow.
I love
Mark Lynn
Bronson-
Baker on
Mark
The
Lynn Baker
Leftovers.
and
As
Bronson
himself.
Pinchot. Oh, that's great.
Isn't that fun?
Mark Lynn Baker was on She-Hulk.
Yes.
I got
he's
so
great on
excited.
She-Hulk. Yeah.
And I love Bronson Pinchot
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
everything, but
Yeah.
he's so good.
This was one of those shows that was in syndication and reruns forever. I didn't know that this was the finale for Full House until like pretty recently.
Yeah, because it doesn't wrap everything up.
Totally. It was one of my sister's favorite shows, so I've seen every episode probably 6 times.
It is a very special episode, however.
Totally, yeah. But I didn't know it was the end.
I don't know if I watched it, but when Michelle could speak. So this is my first exposure to her on the show talking, although I've seen a couple of her movies.
Yeah.
She's their movies, sorry. I'm saying as the character. Oh, yeah, I said their movies. Their movie.
There's 2 of them, Brian.
Yeah, they're
In this episode, there's 2 of
I
them.
can't tell which one's better,
Yeah.
but they're really funny. Like,
Yeah.
they have comedic timing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty insane.
I mean, there's a reason that they had an empire.
Did you ever see It Takes Two?
Of course I
You ever
did.
seen New York Minute?
Of course I did.
It Takes Two has Drew Pinsky as their dad, right? I think it does. Yeah, that's back when
No,
it was
It Takes
okay.
Two's Gutenberg's the dad.
Oh, New York Minute was Drew Pinsky
Maybe.
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're great. Very
You ever
talented.
see To Grandmother's House We Go?
No.
You ever see Island in the Sun?
No.
You ever see Billboard Dad?
I've seen like ads for it,
You
or
ever
like
see
I guess.
Switching Goals?
How do you know all these?
You ever see Passport to Paris?
No, none of these.
I
will gladly
see How the
watch
West
them.
Was Fun.
Oh, it's spin at the end there.
You ever see?
They did an 8mm remake too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And autofocus.
It's weird.
They did an autofocus remake.
They're very talented. And who else was really funny in this? Stamos. Kimmy Gibbler's the MVP.
Kimmy Gibbler, television MVP.
Although
Kimmy
if you were to
Gibbler.
watch the Fuller House,
yes,
I think no, it's not Michelle. Who's the Stephanie?
Stephanie
is the funniest
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Her timing's really funny.
Stephanie really great. Stephanie, Jodie Sweetin is doing comedy now.
Would
She's, like,
she
doing
do our
stand-up
show?
and stuff? Yeah, probably.
Okay, great.
I've done a show with her. She's I've done a show with her. She's really cool.
Yeah, she seems it, and she has a podcast that's really funny.
Yeah,
with Kimmy,
with the
name of which annoys me. So you can say it if you want.
Hola Tanneritos.
Yeah, yeah. This is a really good episode of our podcast.
Yeah,
she was great, and it was really interesting to hear about the making of this show. A plus. Way to get it. Way to book her.
Thank you so much.
Did she suggest Full House?
No, I suggested Full House.
Oh, good call.
We did 2 episodes with her. Another one's coming out later in the year,
but not Full House.
But not Full House. A different show that she worked on for over 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out. It's on Disney Plus. It's on Hulu. It's called Michelle Rides Again Part 2. This is the second part of the finale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the first part for this?
No. There's a recap.
There is a recap.
And we talk over that as well.
Yes.
I kind of want to watch it though. Although it lets you know what happens.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Go check it out. You could sync it up and listen to it like a commentary, or just listen to it like a regular old podcast, and it's fun either way. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Full House, Season 8, Episode 24, the finale.
The last one.
This is the last one, and people didn't really know going in. You know what? I did want to say, but what we'll just quickly say, as I was watching this, I hadn't seen this in so long, the opening titles, it's so funny because I'd forgotten that we did a new opening titles because the season premiere was that Comet Gets Lost.
Oh, sure.
And
in San Francisco.
Yeah, we had
right?
decided, let's do that. It would be great. We could promote it. It's a big trip. Whenever you do big trips. And then then we realized how do you promote that? Like the Tanners are going to San Francisco.
Where they are.
Really? I mean, this time they're actually there. And so we took advantage of that to like do a new opening.
Was that the first time they had shot there?
I mean, I think they originally did opening titles before there, and they might have been like a middle
Wild.
one. But I wasn't, so it was interesting because those opening titles, it's such a cheesy thing. But to watch them being done on a group of like kids that you've started to know, you're like, oh, Jody looks so sweet and a little, like it all seems so like you were proud of DJ on the, Candace on the cable car looking so grown up. And anyway, but so that was a sort of nice.
Here they are.
Yes,
Here they are.
The new. But so, and this is the thing is that Comet who I loved.
Yes.
Probably my favorite. I love all the actors.
Do you still keep in touch with Comet?
No, Comet is no longer with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Comet
to say.
would be very old at this point.
But actually, so this is not Comet.
Oh.
That is Ajax.
Wow.
So I started the year before, and I fell in love with Comet right away. And then they're like, this is Ajax.
Oh.
Comet is a shelter dog, and Ajax is a purebred
Like a
golden
pro.
retriever.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was like, what's this all about, Eve? Bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I will not accept this interloper. And but he's so cute. He's so cute. He has a smooshy face.
Yeah.
So in the middle, during the hiatus, Comet did a movie called Fluke.
Okay.
And he wasn't supposed to be a golden retriever, he was supposed to be a mutt. And
Just saw your name, by the way. It just
that
popped
was me.
up.
And they dyed him brown.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
So Comet did brown face.
And he was canceled. Never worked.
And
Wow.
he had an undiagnosed thyroid condition, and his hair did not grow back.
Wow.
And so we had planned for like this, probably the biggest
the Comet episode.
In a long time, having him run around outside, and so Ajax, young pup, had to step up.
Wow.
And I will say he did admirably.
That's
But anyway,
amazing.
Was the old Comet in the rafters staring down at him?
Angrily?
Yeah, it was very, very. So here we go. So now we're into this.
So did you guys? You didn't know that this was?
Oh, we did. We
You
knew.
knew.
We
Oh,
knew,
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And so that was why we kind of came up with an idea that we could kind of look back
Sure.
and or sort of have somebody see. This is one, like, the exterior was always a joke to us that, these townhouses are very small.
Yes.
And the Tanner house is very big.
Yes.
And this was an opportunity for me and a few of us other writers to sort of bunch of little inside jokes, things that were funny to us. So like at one point when Michelle will say, "Oh, it's a hope this house is bigger than it looks from the outside."
Yeah. How many bathrooms? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
This house is like, it's got a third floor. Like, all right.
That's
we
so
just
funny.
kept finding more rooms on this house.
Well, this episode was very self-aware in general, like where Michelle
very
asked,
meta episode,
yeah,
yeah.
if every scene ends with a hug, basically. Or
Yeah.
It was
so
much
funny.
worse. They toned us down because it was a little kissing.
Wow.
I will say we did an episode a long time ago where it was like all about Stephanie going to a makeout party.
Sure.
And so in the background they had to have a bunch of these little teenagers making out.
God.
And so there's kind of an extra wrangler.
Yeah.
And so the way they were doing it, they were like, okay, all the boys line up here and all the girls line up here. And they were just like pairing them off and like, you two, you're going to sit in the stairs and make out. And you two, you're going to.
Wow.
Greg Fields, who is such a funny, he kind of looks like Curly Joe Dorita from
Great. From Three
the Three
Stooges? Yeah.
So we're all standing there. I look and I see that Greg is standing in line, like just sitting there with this really weird look on his face.
So funny.
And like the girls are like, "Oh no, I don't want him."
Is it
pull the
weird
matter.
to write into a script where you're like, you guys are gonna kiss this week? Or were
Especially
they
at this
happy for it?
age,
Yeah.
and they hated it because they didn't really make out. So
Yeah.
they all like, I don't know, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
But it looked like you go in and they were all just kind of like laying on each other and just kind of not kissing, but just sort of.
That's so funny.
And you walked in, it looks like there's been a gas leak. Like there's just all these people unconscious on the floor. And we're like, no, you guys got to move a little bit more. Like, no, and they were mortified
Yeah.
because they were all like 12. And
Yeah.
11. So it was just exactly the wrong age to want to do this.
Ugh.
But yeah, I remember this guy being pretty good.
He's really funny
He's
on
funny.
it.
Yeah,
He's the voice of Robin on Teen Titans Go.
Oh, wow.
That's what he does now.
I'm so.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love these little boys, the little Will Hoyts.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, they were so cute.
Is it hard writing for kids?
Not, it's a very specific thing.
Yeah.
I often thought that we, because I remember one time putting something in the thing where I was like, it's like celebrating a line that was something like, it's like celebrating Christmas in April or something. And they were like, I don't know if our audience knows April.
Oh my God.
I think they're a little bit smarter than that. But yeah.
Is it hard on tape nights with kids? Like,
Here's the Ajax this is the thing is like, I'm also very sad that people couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because Comet is much slimmer.
Sure.
And
Right.
Ajax is like, he's got these big polar bear feet. And,
Yeah.
But so when we deal with Comet and any animal, the other actors have to be aware that like if you say your line, that Comet has to go to the couch, you would say, Michelle, what are you doing? And then everybody kind of holds while the trainer goes, Comet, Mark, and he'll go to the couch. So at this time, although towards the end of this season, Mary-Kate and Ashley were starting to do their lines like the grown-ups, but even the year before, because this has been the way they've done it, it was very similar to
they got a treat.
that you would, if you had a line with Michelle, you would hold, and like a trainer,
Sure.
no, I mean like a teacher
Yes.
would be
Saying
would
it.
be like, Michelle, what do you mean? I just don't understand, Daddy. Like somebody would say that, and then she would parrot it, and so with the Will Hoyts, it was like that too. You
Yeah.
know, like when they're like, you said we could have this, and they, she would say, and that now run to the chair, and then so it's with really young kids like that. It's very much like when you have a squirrel. And
sitcom tapings take long as it is, so I can imagine
babies,
dogs. So that must add in so much extra time.
Yes, I mean it's in some ways, it's. Because adults will also screw up too,
right? Sure.
And they need to have memorized their blocking and lines and all this stuff.
Were you starstruck by Mr. Woodchuck?
Oh yeah.
When you were on set,
I was not a big Woodchuck fan. I don't know. I wasn't a big Woodchuck fan.
Yeah,
I wonder if there was talk of a spinoff, like his own talk show.
I will say all of these guys are the nicest guys. Yeah. They were all very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Bob Saget was like, if you brought friends to the set, it was more, you never had to worry like, don't bug the famous people. Like it was more like you're just like, okay, if Bob starts talking to you, you're going to be here a while.
Oh, very funny.
Because he is very, he just super friendly. He wanted to be like, he's just a really friendly guy, and Stamos and Dave Coulier, they're that way too. John Stamos is very, very sweet, and I will say that they were all very, very nice. And this was a very wholesome experience. It was. I will say I felt bad for Mary Kate and Ashley because I love them. It's weird being on other shows.
Yeah.
We're not doing any of this.
No, it's okay.
Being on other shows before I got on the show, we people would sort of make fun of Full House and the Olsen twins because they were at that point had like one of the highest Q ratings, but when you actually meet them, then these are little girls.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
They are the most eerily well-behaved children.
Oh wow!
It was weird. It's kind of like the difference between like Comet versus somebody's pet.
Yeah.
Comet listens because he knows that's what his job is, and so they were like that too. They were the opposite of like a brat. Or, they were. You almost. I can remember seeing Mary Kate by the thing, and I was like, "Oh, did you want a cookie?" And she's like, "No, no." And like they were.
It's got to be hard to basically be a product from the time you're 4.
Right.
And it feels like they figured out that they didn't necessarily want that, and they're doing their own thing now, which is,
Do you think they enjoyed acting at the time?
I think they enjoyed this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
They definitely, and I think that they were, because it was, I really liked both of them, but I felt like I was closer to Mary Kate.
Right.
And she at the time, the reason why this whole episode, Mary Kate was riding horses. Mm-hmm. So that's all of the horse stuff is all Mary Kate. Ashley was doing ballet. Mm-hmm. And Mary Kate was also super into, when Ajax came on and he was sort of, mainly they were just trying to get him just in case something ever happened to Comet.
Like he got dyed brown.
I know, like somebody dies in brown. But it was like, we just want Ajax to be used to being on stage and used to doing all these things, and in between they would train him, and so Mary Kate was very interested in this, and so she was always hanging out with the trainers, and she'd go, look what I can do, and she was like, I'm gonna be an animal dog trainer when I grow up, and I'm like, I'm glad you have planned. It all worked out okay for her anyway. But they were very, very sweet. And
what was the mood with this being the last one? Were you guys, was it time to finish it? Were you guys sad about finishing it?
I think people were sad.
Yeah.
I was very young, and this wasn't my kind of show. Mm-hmm. And so I was like looking forward to my next whatever.
Yeah.
But I people were sad. I mean, Stamos also had, I feel like he had kind of a, he wanted to be a rock star. He didn't want to be, but he loved it too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so there, but definitely it was definitely a family. And so a lot of these lines you can hear in people's voices that they are realizing, where they're like, this is what we always do. And well, like there's a lot of like realizing this is the last episode. The audience didn't know.
Oh.
And so I do remember that, like at the end, there are always a bunch of kids come to see our show. And so they were all up at the rail and they're like, and guess what? This is the last episode. And they were just like, they were just,
my God.
It was really sad.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I didn't really know the show that well before I got on it.
Yeah.
Then I looked back at it and, but.
Did they give you VHSs or how do you catch up on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really think I did not quite realize the complete impact until that reaction of like, they were so devastated.
Yeah.
And I don't know who had made the decision to not say anything until the end, but that was the right decision because there was audible like sobs and little kids.
Why did it end though? Because it was so huge at this time still. It was a big deal when it was over.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Patrick,
it was a higher level of
right.
Things were now like whatever it was getting ratings wise.
Okay.
Back then was probably we would
break
kill
TVs
for now.
Of course. Yeah.
But I don't know if it was.
How did you get assigned the last episode?
I don't know.
It just happened. Yeah,
it did. Yeah. I'm not really sure how that happened.
It's kind of a cool thing to brag about, though.
I was very happy about it. Yeah.
You wrote Michelle's last line of dialogue ever because she didn't come back for the other show. So you wrote her last
for Fuller
line.
House. She didn't come
that's
back.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. And I was also very happy that like this is. I don't know if there was any other instance of Mary-Kate and Ashley playing with each other. So there were a couple of really interesting things, and having Steve come back.
Yes.
Yeah. And
he's really good on this show.
He's very sweet. Yeah.
He's really good.
They were always, I remember Saget didn't. They all wanted to be single, except for Stamos. Stamos was like, he liked. It's weird.
Yeah.
He liked being married.
Yeah.
And I think they later both admitted to having crushes on each other. They were both like, Stamos was single at the time, but she was married.
Yeah.
And
at this point in the show, did they have a lot of input in where their characters went?
Not, I mean, they weren't like being invited to
writers' rooms,
right. But they could sort of say like, hey,
right.
Stamos was, Saget was very possessive over like, he'd be like, well, I'm her father. I should be the one carrying Michelle. And you're like, well, you're also Stephanie's father. You could be. And he's like, no, I want to be next to the big star. But everybody, this show was very much run by market research, as you can tell. It has that feel. And according to market research, which I personally don't think you should be creating based on that. But according to market research, the big money is Michelle and Jesse. And so which Saget did not like.
I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm her father.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really. So, but but yeah, it's
that's interesting.
And
who was your favorite to write for?
It's they're all.
Who's your least favorite to write?
I will say
puppet.
one thing that later. Okay, I love Stamos. He's such a nice person, and I think he has a very specific style. But he had sort of been taught. He actually kind of said things like, "Jack Klugman told me that
From you again.
that the script is just an outline."
Oh, no.
Sure.
Springboard.
So he would paraphrase everything. So, if the joke was, why did the chicken cross the road? And his line is, to get to the other side, he'd be like, it would, what I like to call, per se, because he loves to say per se.
Yes.
I'm not sure he knew what that word was.
That's so funny.
Per se, and so this is their look at them.
Yeah.
They're great together. Their chemistry is really good. They've done a lot of movies together after this. But.
Yeah, the thing too, like these girls worked so hard, and I'm trying to see if I can tell the difference. I believe that's. I think on the left is Ash. I'm not sure.
I'll say this. That's what I was going to say too. So I feel like
I think you're both wrong. One is the memory, and the other is
Oh.
Michelle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Michelle. I think that is. I think on the right is Mary Kate.
One has a freckle under her nose.
Yeah.
And one doesn't.
Right,
That's what I
and they cover it with makeup. But
Right.
Mary Kate is actually also a little bit shorter than Ashley,
Yeah.
and so I think that is Mary Kate. But this was the hardest, making one human step inside the other.
They can actually do that.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
what
them on
twins
talk
can
shows.
do.
Yeah, that makes
That's twin
sense.
magic.
Yeah.
What did you guys talk about how you were going to solve the problem of her remembering? Like, was that a big deal to overcome?
We weren't gonna
Right.
It's so crazy because we didn't think this actually existed. And I will say, at The Simpsons, well, I don't know if I should say.
You can say.
Okay,
bleep it.
somebody's wife did have like actual amnesia,
Oh, wow.
and I was endlessly fascinated with it.
Yeah,
Of course.
But yeah, it can happen. But so.
Has she tried stepping into herself?
Yeah, that was the thing. If she wasn't a twin.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There was one time I remember they came back from vacation, and I looked at Mary Kate, and she had a scratch on her head, and I was like, because like when they were losing teeth, that was also like they had to wear flippers to make them look the same because it wasn't happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I looked at Ashley, and she had the same scratch on her head, and I was like,
What a wild
Did somebody
coincidence.
do that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're making, and it turned out it was from their swim goggles, but because their facial structure is so similar,
Oh, wow.
it rubbed in the exact same place. So it was crazy that they had the same.
That's amazing.
That's what they say.
But the thing about like what I was saying about why I felt bad for them is that like we would work so hard, and it's a hard thing to just do this show.
Yeah.
And then it would be a vacation, and you'd come back, and you'd be like, what did you do? And like other people would have like gone on vacation, and they would be like, we did a movie, and like they were just kind of
They worked.
working them a lot, and they were doing a lot of other things.
Kimmy just walked on screen, and Brian and I both laughed.
I love
She didn't
Kimmy
even
Gibbler.
do anything, and we laughed.
I love her.
Yeah.
She was so sweet.
Yeah.
Andrea.
Really good timing. She's really funny.
There he is.
No. That's Aladdin as well, right?
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
They had Aladdin and Robin in the same episode.
Like I feel like, Candace, as soon as she could graduate or basically not have to have the tutor, she was like, I'm done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrea really, I think, continued going to like a physical school.
Oh, wow.
Like she had worked it out so she could also get tutoring, but then she still wanted, so she did go to her prom. And so there was, we would have, I think we taped on Fridays, and it was the same day as her prom. And so we would have a big crew dinner, and then we would tape. And so she and her date had a little dinner before the prom.
amazing.
So we
That's
kind
nice.
of like made a little special place for them so they could have kind of a romantic dinner, and then go to the prom afterwards. But
What are your takeaways from? Oh, there's your name again.
That was me.
What are your takeaways from this show? From working on the show, what did you learn?
I thought it was just a very sweet, happy set. I think for the most part, everybody sort of took care of each other. You hear, we would get weird fan letters to
Oh, sure,
Right.
yeah.
and that always, they sometimes would tell. We were actually working with, I think it was Gavin DeBecker,
Yeah.
and we would sort of be encouraged to read some of the fan mail and just sort of like, oh, this guy's
Maybe
this
we'll
guy's
put
a
this one
little-
away. Yeah.
Right.
Let's watch this guy.
Yeah.
And
Patrick's like, why I never responded to your fan letter.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
and that was the thing, is like going from being like, teasing these crazy kids,
Yeah.
and then actually meeting them, and then sometimes meeting adults would be like, can I give you a hug? And I was just like,
yeah.
I just had I would have nightmares
Yeah.
about somebody grabbing the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
And because the way adults sometimes responded to them
Yeah.
was a little scary. And it also was scary to see. We had to do a lot of auditions of children. And you'd see
I'm
a lot
sure
of
those parents are very normal.
yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of like,
Comment.
it was
Sorry.
scary. Aw.
The old comment's back and he's mad.
But I thought that, like, for the most part, I thought it was a good, wholesome place for these kids to be.
That's nice.
During the time of the shooting. I thought people cared about them, and they were it was kind of like we were a whole village taking care of these kids.
Yeah.
But I just worried about them,
Yeah.
about what life was going to
Yeah.
bring to
Sure.
them, and also just the public's reaction to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like they're all happy now, and they are doing their own
Yeah, they're
things,
doing
and
what they want.
everyone is where they want to be. It seems like.
I will say, yeah. Like
I've done
I
a
was
show
looking
with
at-
Jody, and she was great. I really liked
I
Jody.
love Jody. Also, when you were saying about like, did they ever say anything? I do remember one time somebody had written a joke where Michelle says something about her having buck teeth or something, which was a little
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah.
And Jody, who was, I believe, 12 at the time,
Yeah.
had never said anything, but came up to the executive producers and said, I think that's a little unprovoked.
Oh, that's great.
And I was like, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Good
you're
for her.
right. And they took it out.
Yeah.
But and like, Candace, I remember a couple of, just before, I guess it was like the first season I was in. I mean, I saw her, and then there was a thing called Circus of the Stars,
Sure.
something like that. I think it was definitely a circus. I think it was
Yeah,
Circus
Yeah,
of the
it
Stars.
was. Yeah, Scott Baio did it a lot. Yeah, I
And
remember that.
she did it, and she did this thing called a bungee cage, which was a really, like, none of us knew what it was.
Yeah.
We're all like, all right. And then it was like we have a bungee on either side, and then you jump and you do flips, and she did really good.
Wow.
And I will say, from that moment, like, her body changed from that.
Sure.
Like, I think taking that on, it just changed her. It's just, I think if you find something and you first become
Yeah.
very, very active. And so it was very nice sort of seeing those 2 years. She changed her look. And so it was very much like, look at you, nice
Yeah.
young
She's
lady
growing
into her.
growing up. And
all thanks to Circus of the Stars.
It'd be great if she demanded you work that into the show.
I think we might have.
Oh.
No, I don't know if we
Yeah.
did. I know we wanted to, because we were blown away by
Yeah.
how much she did. I knew another friend of mine who was on a show called Dave's World, and she did trapeze.
Oh, wow.
And she said it was so exhausting that
Yeah.
she would just literally be in tears. Like, you don't even realize that it becomes an emotional thing
Sure.
of how tired your body is.
Wow.
But yeah, no, they really worked them in a very short amount of time to, like, do. I mean, if you ever look it up, what Candace does is in this bungee cradle or something. It's called,
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but it's bungee something. It is really impressive,
Yeah.
knowing that, like, she did, it wasn't years of practice.
Yes.
It was like,
and also, she's
6 months or
she's a
something.
kid.
Yeah.
Basically,
right.
you know, like, yeah.
yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for doing this.
That was
sure,
awesome.
It's a fun
It's
episode.
really awesome.
All right. See you guys. Full House.
Can I be honest with you?
I would love it.
She should be a recurring guest. She was one of the best we've had.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, she made a Full House episode for me entertaining, which for me,
Yeah.
I don't love Full House.
Sure.
But now I kind of love Full House.
You kind of love Full House.
Yeah.
That Comet story, the dog.
Crazy.
I've never heard that before, and I
might be an exclusive.
might be an exclusive.
What if this podcast gets linked around and we got a lot of Full House heads coming?
I would love it.
And now they hate me because I just said I wasn't a huge fan of Full House.
I'll cut out a few of them.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I do like Full House now.
Now you do. You're all in.
Yeah, quiz me. Try and stump me on a Full House question.
Who is the dad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're
I
stumped.
thought that. Yeah, I don't know.
You're stumped.
I karaoke'd with Bob Saget.
Tell us. You think you talk about it briefly in the
Yeah,
episode, but
the
tell us more.
first month I was in LA, so it was like 22 years ago. I went to Barney's Beanery in West Hollywood, and with a bunch of
Favorite
people.
Taylor Swift hangout.
Okay, she wasn't there that night. She was probably 22 years ago, too young to be there. I was with Andy Milanakis.
Okay.
It's his show. It's Andy Milanakis.
Yes, it's his show.
Before his show.
Schmandy Schmaltz.
Before he had a show.
Yeah.
So we never knew if he was going to get served any bar we went in. I went with Andy and Andy's manager and one of his other clients. And while we were there, karaoke was going on. Bob Saget was doing karaoke, was also the life of the party. Everyone wanted to talk to him, and he was totally open to talking to anyone, boy or girl. It wasn't a creepy thing. It was great. Also there, Tracy Morgan singing karaoke. Michael J. Pillard.
Wow.
Way too old
Yeah.
to be there doing karaoke. The voice of Bender from Futurama.
Oh, John
doing
DiMaggio?
doing
Weird.
karaoke. Yes. At one point, Tracy Morgan talking to Michael J. Pillard.
Weird.
And I was hoping he was talking about his performance as Mixelplick in the Superboy TV show, but I don't think he was. And then the best one was from Reno 911.
Yes.
Give me some actors from it.
Wendy McClendon Covey.
Nope.
Robert Ben Garant.
Nope.
Tom Lennon.
Nope.
Niecy Nash.
Nope.
Cedric Yarborough.
There it is.
Okay.
So I asked him for a picture.
Yeah.
I was so excited because I obviously am a fan and that I had to be reminded of his name. No, I think Reno 911's brilliant
great.
and he's brilliant in it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, of course. And we went to take a picture and somebody got his attention right on the snap. So he's looking away. And then he turned around. He could have been like, we did it. Bye.
Yeah.
He went, I'm so sorry. Do you want, let's do it again. I go, yeah, but can you do it like you're kind of in love with me? And he goes, yeah. And he did it. And I'll send it to you so you
That's
can put it on Patreon. He is giving me a look of love that I've never gotten before.
I love that.
And then he was at the Rogue One premiere.
Yeah.
And I talked to him again and reminded him of that
That's
story
great.
years later, and he was nice again.
I just did a show with him. After
love
I haven't done it yet, but when this comes out, I will have just done a show. He's doing a Fern Gully live reading with us.
Who's he going to be?
He's being Hexus, the Tim Curry part.
Oh, that's great. Who's
Yeah.
doing Tone Loc?
Philomar.
Is he going to do it as Tone Loc?
I don't know.
Phil Lamar's in
Carlos Alazraqui
Minions
is
and Monsters,
doing the Robin Williams part.
I don't know. Oh my God, is he really?
Yeah.
He's in Minions and
And
Monsters
he's doing
too.
it. He's doing it as Mike Wazowski because he's the voice double for Mike Wazowski.
He's in Minions and Monsters.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
He's great. Yeah, yeah. So is Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
Everybody.
When does Minions and Monsters come out?
July 1st.
It's coming out soon. As of this, because this comes out early June.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. Pre-order your tickets.
We're recording the score right now at the
Wow.
Sony lot.
That's very
I'm not
exciting.
there. I'm with you. But
Why didn't you go?
I'm going next week
Oh,
for a
okay.
day. Yeah.
Okay.
With the choir when the choir's
Who's
there.
doing the score?
I guess it'll be announced by then. John Powell.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's great.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yes. Well, he does How to Train Your Dragon, which
How
I
to
think is
Train
one of
Your
the best
Dragon,
modern
a
scores.
Star Wars story.
That's not. There are dragons in Star Wars, but that's not what it is.
Yeah.
Are we still on the Simpsons or the Full House
Full
episode?
House, yeah.
Wow, this is really going all over the place.
That's fun.
This was one of the best episodes. We're gonna put this up for a Webby, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You think you could get us a Webby?
Why would I get us a Webby?
You're a bigger name than me.
I don't know about that. On the internet, you might be a bigger name.
I don't think that's true.
I don't.
There's so
it's
many
fine.
people. I mean, you've deleted your Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
That's X, the
100%.
everything app.
Yeah.
There's so many people that I talk to about this show, and they go, "Oh, I know him from Twitter."
Yeah, I was
A lot of
I was
people.
very famous
Yeah.
on Twitter.
We were friends on Twitter. A lot of that.
Cool.
Just had lunch with Serenado Cheney, and you guys used to
Oh,
be
she's
friends
great.
on Twitter.
She
Yeah.
did a recording as Ash for my son during
Really?
the pandemic.
That's
yeah.
fun.
Now she charges hundreds, and she
Yes.
did it for free for
Yeah.
me. She's such a sweet person.
She's
She's
great.
one of the mini puffs in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
She
It
is.
made me happy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just read that Twitter. Somebody said that if you post on Twitter, it gets less than 3% of what the readers were at the height of Twitter.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
that.
isn't
I
that
have
crazy?
I have almost no engagement when I
No.
post stuff.
I'm
on
always surprised when someone sends me a link.
Yeah.
Like, look at this thing that people are still doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a bummer.
No, it was a bummer the day I logged off. I'm like, I always thought maybe we'd pull
Totally.
out. No.
No.
Yeah, I had a real good run on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's gone, man.
Go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/commentary. You can find out who's coming on early. You can submit questions. You can see stuff linked up. The commentary is linked up with the movies or TV shows. You and
I met on Twitter.
We did meet on Twitter.
Yeah.
And leave us a review, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're listening to this. Go leave a comment. If you saw about this on Instagram or on Blue Sky or on Twitter or wherever, go leave a comment. Tell us you listened this far. It's very nice to hear from people.
Well, let's give him a word to put in. McClunky.
McClunky. McClunky.
This was a great episode. Thank you for getting her.
Yes.
I had to watch a Full House episode, but you know what? Not so bad.
Not so bad.
It's like that's the lesson at the end of this episode.
We all
That was great.
We all
Way
hug
to
each
go,
other.
Patrick.
Thank you. All right. Bye, guys.
Have mercy.
You got it, dude.
Oh, how rude.
Swing.
Cut it out.
Word.
Oh, damn it. That's the best one. Okay.
Thanks for listening to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. This has been a That Was Just So Funny production. Your hosts have been Brian Lynch and Patrick Hotner. Music was by Alex Peabody, and our art was by Abigail Noy. You can find out more about the show by going to heythat'smepod.com and checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/commentary. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.